Uncle Howdy made his debut with the Wyatt Sick6 on Monday Night Raw. Here's a tweet from Gorilla Position WWE GP. Uncle Howdy's Wyatt Sick6 arrived spectacularly on Raw, powerful, intense, emotional. It was flawless in Bray's honor, but as stunning as it was, Bray's genius didn't often translate into sensible pro wrestling booking. For Triple H, the real test begins now. I do agree with that, buddy. Like, love Bray Wyatt. I think there were a lot of complaints about, like, so how some of the stuff may have made sense. Um, this was the perfect debut. This probably will go down as top 5 debuts of all time in wrestling. But where did it go from here? How did they make this make sense storyline wise for the long term?
No clue. You're asking the wrong person. As a wrestling fan my whole life, I have no clue where they go from here. It's the same thing. Like, I was so excited about this debut just for the unveiling. What happens next? Like, how do you unveil everybody? And they did in the manner in which they did. It was spectacular. I've watched it numerous times just because it was so amazingly done. But what do? Do you have this guy wearing a rabbit head and a fucking pig mask wrestling against the New Day in a couple of weeks? No.
By the way, those masks look insanely good.
Again, I'm so happy they're doing this for me personally, because I feel like this is not something that they've done in the last 8 months. This is something that's been going on. This was the original plan, Bray Wyatt. So instead of wasting these masks, instead of wasting these costumes, let's put them to use. Let's honor the man. So I feel like they're doing a good job in that aspect. It's just, and first, we all know who they are. They're not hiding who they are. So these masks should come off if they're wrestling. Then how do you dissociate why is this guy wearing a rabbit head? There's so many questions. I don't understand how they interact this in the world of professional wrestling.
How badass would it be if they do wrestle in those masks?
That would be badass. I mean, that's the only thing that would keep it alive, kayfabe alive, but I don't know how they keep them on while they're, especially those elaborate masks. It's not like it's wearing a cane mask.
Right.
You fucking rabbit head, pig, crow head.
And by the way, is Chad Gable alive? Like,
no, I do not believe so. According to Wikipedia, is not. Rest in peace.
Right, Wikipedia's real. I know that.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Chad Gable lost everything. He lost the Alpha Academy. He's now back in the line for the IC title, to what the thing he covets most. And he lost his family. And there were a couple of superstars laid out on the floor, allegedly. If you look back, you can see a couple of them. But now he's dead. Or incapacitated. How does he come back?
Was Triple H one of the guys down there?
His name was mentioned. His name was quote unquote confirmed, but physically he was not there. I thought I saw Braun Strowman, but the tattoos did not line up. Cody Rhodes was a alleged victim, but he wasn't there that night. So why would he be a victim? I don't know.
Also, I saw today on a Pat McAfee show how it ended.
See that? Oh man, God bless Pat McAfee. God bless him.
So is Pat McAfee dead?
Are his boys dead?
Or is Pat McAfee with Aaron Rodgers? Like, well,
maybe Aaron Rodgers is dead.
Maybe.
It's just, first of all, they can't be dead.
No, they can't.
Something's got to happen. You got to keep it this horror thing. I asked a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he had young kids who's diehard wrestling fans. When the Fiend debuted, I'm like, that's fucking scary shit for a little kid. I was pissing my pants with the Undertaker. This is far more scary than the Undertaker. They didn't really seem to care. Like, they weren't focusing, they weren't paying attention. But as Green Man, it was, I'm going to show him tonight. Never get back to me in time for the show. But this does, for little kids, this is fucking scary.
It's dark.
They don't differentiate between, they don't know what kayfabe is. They don't know what wrestling is.
Right.
This is scary shit, man.
Someone brought up a theory that maybe it's kind of like a la the Avengers, when it was like foreshadowing of like future events.
Okay.
Like, was this that? There was similar type of camera angles too, that they brought up. It made me wonder, could this be foreshadowing?
What about camera angles, dude? That one, it was just a single camera shot in and out.
Yeah.
It was well done, and it's like those guys gotta be so excited backstage. You have a main event of your show going on, but fuck them. We got to do fucking this. We got to get the blood going. We got to get everybody in position. It must have been so electric backstage
Oh my God,
for this
totally.
moment. And here we are,
Dude,
Showtime.
I feel like everyone's just like, fuck Kevin Dunn. Like
Maybe
Kevin Dunn overrated. This
it was
is
just
this is phenomenal.
again, but how does this transition into the world of professional wrestling? Someone said a good quote. I forgot where it was, Twitter or Facebook or something. Like, let Triple H cook. Let's see what happens. Because I think it was Vince
He
Russo said this is gonna fail within a month. All right, if
fuck
it does,
that.
it does. I mean, many people want this to fail because it's not Bray Wyatt, but well, here we are honoring his legacy. If you want this to fail, go fuck yourselves. Let's
I
sit back,
don't
relax, and enjoy the ride.
I don't want this to become what the Retribution became. You know, because the Retribution,
It won't be.
I feel like the Retribution could have been something cool, and it wound up being a complete letdown.
Big time.
And like, you know, I think Triple H, this is probably going to be the biggest challenge that he has yet as a booker, because you have to be so careful with this, like you do.
There's
Um,
not
it's easy to book yourselves into a corner with this.
he's not only creating a new faction here, you're not only introducing new characters. It's the Wyatt family. It's
Right.
Bray Wyatt's
So that's another
characters.
level. That's another
There's so
level.
much more to this that either people are going to accept it no matter what because it's Bray Wyatt, or people are going to hate on it because Bray Wyatt's not involved and you're shutting his legacy out. I think you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. When Bray Wyatt passed, you weren't here, but Green Man was here. And I felt like one of my favorite things about Bray Wyatt being reintroduced to us was the brilliance they did it with the QR codes, Easter eggs backstage. I'm like, you can't do that again. Apparently, you can. They did a fucking phenomenal job. But here I am, somebody who's watching all these QR codes, watching all these videos. Some QRs let you do like 10 videos of a missing psychiatrists, notes on random porches. It was just, they did an amazing job. And here we are. How's that payoff lead? Now into the main roster. I'm very excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for all the talent involved as well. It's going to be a good crew. Just yeah, I hope they're protected.